Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well and I hope that you have a fabulous day. I am here to do an intuitive card reading to see what insights, guidance, and messages the universe has to share with us, especially for those who are seeking peace because they're fed up with all the turbulence and drama and conflict and chaos and nonsense that the world is engaging in right now because everyone can do themselves, but people keep trying to drag other people into it, and it's like, no, I just want peace. So if you're feeling like that, this reading's for you. And let's take a look at the cards and see what the universe wants us to know. Okay. We have Pink Opal. Be kind to yourself. Yeah. So often we can get, guilt tripped, shamed, gaslit, manipulated, getting people's expectations and society's shoulds, and we end up being unkind to ourselves and putting ourselves in situations that aren't good for us because, it could be people being like, oh, well, if you're a kind person, you'll do this. If you love me, you'll do this. And, if you don't do this, and that just means you're a garbage human being and you're just evil and blah, blah, blah. Like, people can demonize one another. I've been on the receiving end for that a lot, from family, fake friends, toxic bosses, toxic group with the narcissist, like so many. So part of being kind to yourself is knowing when to say no to other people, to say yes to yourself. And a lot of times, if you tell someone else no, if they're that kind of person, they will accuse you of being selfish. How dare you tell them no? How very dare you? But the thing is, they're just projecting. They're the one who is being selfish and wanting you to appease them, to cater to their whims, to what they desire, to their needs. They want you to drop everything for them, and they're not too concerned about what it is you need. And that's not to say that they're the worst people ever. Sometimes the person genuinely doesn't understand what they're doing because they've been enabled by people so much. It's happened in my family. I look at my siblings, I'm like, And it's not like they're the worst people ever, but they have gotten away with a lot, and family members bail them out of things and don't let them, have natural consequences and, just give in to their whims. And it's like, oh no, they need to feel like they have a home. And so they'll go and enable all these bad behaviors. But then me just pointing things out, and somehow I'm ruining things, and I'm evil, and I'm just the monster, and it's I've been the one trying to keep things together. It's a whole thing. So part of this being kind to yourself is to not be a people pleaser. And this could have been a very learned survival skill as a young child. I'm pretty sure I had that hardcore because, when you're a small child and you're expected to be the adult, and the adults are acting like children and fighting and screaming and squabbling, it does a things to a person. But you can be kind to yourself. You don't have to put yourself in all these situations, especially if it's not necessary. Sometimes with jobs and whatnot, there are certain things that are unavoidable if you are going to stay with that job. You could choose to leave that job. You could choose to look for other things. So in that regard, it's not necessary, but there's certain things when you take on a job, and honoring your word and your commitments and all that, but take care of yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Don't put yourself in situations that you don't need to be in. Don't do that to yourself. With my family, they try to drag me in the middle of their drama all the time. They'll be screaming at each other, and they think the person who's the loudest is the most right, and they'll get angry and scream and scream and scream. And then they're like, okay, this isn't working, so let's try to enlist people to my side so then I'll prove that I'm right. And like, I just end up being silent a lot at this point because I'm like, no, I'm not engaging in this. And like, I'll like, if anything, and they keep trying to drag me in, I'll just like make critiques, not like anything brutal or anything, but just like logical, common sense things. And like, really, we're gonna do this? Well, what about this? What about that? Not that they want to hear it, but I'm like, if you're really gonna try to drag me in this, it's like, you don't want to know what I think. Because I can see your delusions and your deceptions and your manipulations, and I'm going to call it out. But yeah, most of the time I keep to myself. And I try to keep, quiet, peaceful environments, which is part of the reason why I feel so alive and awake at night, because everybody else is asleep. And there's peace and quiet and serenity upon the house. And, having that space to myself is very kind to myself, and I appreciate it so deeply. But you can do stuff like that too. And it could be, doing little things for yourself, like favorite meals, enjoying your favorite movie, your favorite book, your favorite show, snuggling with a cat or a dog. Like, do things to be kind to yourself. And also, yeah, being kind to yourself can be clearing the clutter, selenite, because this could also be energetic, emotional, mental clutter, not just the physical sense, not just having a bunch of physical material things, but also the clutter of potential relationships that do not serve, that are superficial, that do not bring peace, the types that are just full of drama. I've been clearing my life out of those. And then they think that they can hoover me back in, and they're confused when I'm silent, when they've done me dirty and they've done me wrong and they've created smear campaigns and been nasty and disrespectful and hurtful. And it's like, now I'm just at the point where I'm like, no, this stuff gotta go. It's not helping my peace of mind. It's not helping my joy. It's not helping my well-being. It gotta go. Hasta luego. Bye-bye. I wish you the best, but no, I'm not playing in those games. And it can be easier said than done clearing the clutter, because some of this clutter, if it's in terms of people, they struggle with letting go and will, do the whole Darvo thing and make you out to be the bad guy. And like, how could you do this to me? You're being so hurtful. It's like, you're just bad because I'm not being your energy supply anymore. That's literally what it was, because with me, and like, just my heart is naturally kind and caring and loving and giving, and I want people to do well, and I want to help other people, and I want to lift people up, and I want to make them feel loved and cherished and adored, and just like, treat other people the way you want to be treated. And so like, I would give a lot to other people, and then you take a step back and you look and you're like, this is very one-sided. And like, on the one hand, it's very, fulfilling just to give for its own sake, to be kind just for its own sake, to love just for its own sake. But if it's not, mutual, if it's not reciprocal, if there's not a give and receive relationship, it's just one side giving and the other side taking, yeah, that clutter's gotta go. It's gotta go. And it can be a process. You don't have to, cut ties immediately and go cold turkey, as the expression says, but we gotta clear out that clutter because it's holding us back, and it could be very much harming us. Because some of this clutter is very, very toxic. So very toxic. And we gotta get it out. Yeah. Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. A lot of us, we put ourselves on the back burner. I've done it basically my whole life. I'm getting better about it. I'm getting better about doing things that I enjoy. Just part of the reason why most days, not necessarily every single day, but most days, I will have some time at the end of the day just to do arts, crafts, creative endeavors, just to, unwind. And I'll listen to like fun music, or I'll listen to, different podcasts or like YouTube videos or anime, show, whatever it is, and like while I do it, just chill, just relax, just have peace to schedule myself in. Because especially in modern society, there's so many different things pulling at your attention. So many different things where like I need to do it and there's not enough time. My best friend was literally telling me that today. She's like, holy crud, it's already 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, how is it? What? No, like, how did we get to it be this late? Like, it feels like I just woke up and like, I know, man. Like, at the same time, time feels like really slow, like things are taking a long time to happen, but at the same time you blink and like time has gone so fast, and like it's just really weird. Just like, yeah, there's this weird contraction expansion thing with time. I don't know what's going on, but we gotta schedule ourselves in, and sometimes that means we literally have to write our like our relaxation self-care type things on a schedule to book that time for ourselves. Because you'll book appointments, you'll book meetings, you'll book special events, you'll be like, nope, that's what this time is set aside for. We got to do that for ourselves too, especially if we end up putting ourselves on the back burner a lot, because we deserve to enjoy life. We deserve to show ourselves kindness and gentleness and love and care and respect. We deserve it. We're worthy inherently. We don't need to, do a certain amount of things, be a certain amount of productive to deserve it. We're inherently deserving. Schedule yourself in to be kind to yourself more. Yeah, golden hair quartz, open the door. This is us opening the door to peace, opening the door to kindness and love for ourselves, opening the door for new opportunities because we have decluttered and let go of the old, which no longer serves, to make room for the new. We're opening the door for this new life that focuses and prioritizes peace and kindness and love. We're not playing in those games anymore. We're opening the door and saying, okay, universe, help me make this happen. Okay, universe, I'm ready to receive your guidance, your help, your blessings, your magic, your miracles. Help me, please. Help me heal. Help me have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Help me make this a reality, because I'm done with the old. It is way too draining. I'm tired of the nonsense. I'm tired of the drama. I'm done. All these people will just go around and be like, oh, that's just how life is. You gotta suck it up with you. No, I don't subscribe to that narrative. I don't subscribe to that limiting belief. I know there's better out there for me. I'm opening the door. So come on in, the universe. Come on in, the divine. Come on in, God and angels and all of that. Come on in and help me. Let's create a reality of love and peace and the highest good for all. Because all this drama, all this nonsense, all this chaos, it's not helping people. It's just making people more triggered and more angry and more divided, and all this hatred, and it's a hot mess. It's a hot mess, and we're saying, close the door on that old chapter, opening the door to the new chapter. Because people are getting so done. Yeah, and they're ready to enter the magic. Live in the now, seize the moment. Yeah. We can schedule ourselves in right here, right now. We can be kind to ourselves right here and now. We can open up the door to this new chapter right here and now. We can declutter our life and sever ties to that unhealthy, dysfunctional, toxic, old ways, old patterns, old cycles, old relationships, old jobs, old whatever it is. We can enter the match and be like, okay, universe, I'll be your conduit. Work through me. Let's make this happen. Because we don't have to wait. Yes, on the one hand, we may need to have patience for it all to come together, for it to grow from the seed we've planted and thrive and grow and flourish so that we can reap the harvest, the fruits of our labor. But we can start today. We can start right now. We don't have to wait till the perfect time, because there is no perfect time. There's no perfect time. There's not going to be this ideal situation where everything falls into place and there's nothing, not too perfect. That's not going to happen. So choose to start now and to allow yourself to receive the universe's help, universe's blessings, the universe's magic. Because it will work magic and miracles on your behalf if you let it. Because the universe acknowledges your free will and it wants to honor that. It wants you to choose. It wants you to live your life. It doesn't want to have you as a puppet on strings. That's not how the universe operates. So you have to choose it and be open and receptive to it. Yeah. Uncored relationships, let go now. Forgiveness is freedom. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, the universe is saying now is the time. Let go of what you need to. That doesn't mean you'll never see them again, or, you won't be able to reconnect after there's been healing and, people are on their paths and all that, but let go now. Choose to let go of the old that does not serve. Choose to let go of the toxic, the dysfunctional, the unhealthy. Forgive. Don't, get caught up in the hatred and the bitterness and the resentment and the vengeance. Yeah, people have probably done you so wrong. They've been super dirty and disrespectful and nasty to you, but you can choose to let that go. You can choose to set yourself free. You do not have to be a prisoner to it. Yeah, the universe is really encouraging you to have soul satisfaction right now, to do things that light you up inside, to do things that align with your heart and soul, that resonate, that just feel true and purposeful and just right to you. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. Again, be kind to yourself. Schedule yourself in. You deserve good things. You deserve to have a life that you enjoy. That is not to say that you need to enjoy every little thing that happens to you. There are things that I experience that I don't enjoy, but the important thing is, what is it that you're giving most of your time, energy, and attention to? What are you choosing to focus on? Overall, how are you feeling about your life? Because honestly, the interactions with my family, most of the time, they're not satisfying. My family operates in a very different energy that is not aligned with me and what I want, and peace and love and harmony and kindness and all of that. Not to say that they never can. They are operating from a whole different system. So I do things that align with me. I've been working on, creative projects. I've been doing writing. I've been working on, coloring sheets and, helpful guides and picture books. And I've also been working on making my own set of oracle cards. And I'll need to look into how to get that in terms of physical printing, but I'm working on doing an online digital version where you can do a whole pick a card thing. And that's been a whole process. But I shared it with my best friend because she was asking what I was up to today. And she was super excited. She's like, I want to see. And so I sent her some little sneak peeks of it. And she's like, oh my gosh, I love it so much. And she's super excited about it. But it's in process. And I find it very satisfying. My family would be like, oh no, you need to do things the quote unquote normal way. Go out and, work a 9 to 5 or whatever. And it's just like, that doesn't resonate. That's not satisfying. To a certain degree, when I worked all my many jobs that were part-time and giving me not much money, the things that I found satisfying was working with the children and helping people learn and grow and just showing kindness and helping nurture people. And so in that regard, I could find satisfaction in a 9 to 5 type thing, but there's just so much about it that's restrictive, and there's so many rules and so many hoops to jump through because I'd be working in schools or in, a children's museum, and it wouldn't be the right type of fit. It was on the right track, but it wasn't truly aligned. It wasn't truly resonating. It wasn't truly my soul satisfaction. It was, steps along the way, and I did learn and grow from it. I got new insights, but it wasn't quite what I wanted, and that's okay. Do what aligns with you. Do what brings you satisfaction. Not just, egotistical, satisfaction, but deep, pure soul satisfaction. And when you do, You're going to be a beacon. You're going to be an inspiration. You're going to light the way for other people. You will show them that there are other ways, because so many people, my family included, will be like, oh, I'll believe it when I see it. They don't believe things are possible. They're very caught up in those negative narratives, those limiting beliefs, being like, nope, it's impossible. That's not the way life is. Life just sucks. You gotta suck it up. You gotta deal with it. You gotta be miserable. That's just how it is. And you can light the way for other people. You can show them that there are other paths to take, that they don't have to settle for mediocre or misery, that they don't have to play small, that they don't have to dim their light, that they don't have to pretend to be someone else in order to have a life where they can have any kind of meaning or success or happiness or any of that. You can light the way for them because you're letting the magic flow in. You're opening the door. You're prioritizing your peace of mind. You're being kind and loving to yourself. You're clearing the clutter to make room for what's healthy, for what allows you to thrive. And it's going to be a wake-up call to other people, because they'll be able to see it with their eyes, and then they'll actually see the proof. Not everyone will be ready for it. They might try to project their internal mess on you. That's happened to me lots of times. But you can light the way for other people. And, that's what the universe is saying. It's like, hey, yes, you're helping yourself by putting yourself first and telling other people no and setting boundaries, healthy boundaries, and enforcing them, not being a people pleaser. But, short term, that may look to other people like you're not helping them, but in the long run, you actually are, because you're showing them another way. We have Bat Spirit, Superpower Miracle. I find that interesting that Enter the Magic and Miracles in here. Soul Traveler, search for the unknown powers that will bring you good luck. And that's the thing. This is the universe reinforcing that it is on your side. It has your back. It is working behind the scenes to have everything work out for your highest good, to bring you magic, miracles, and blessings, so that you will have what you need, that you will be able to live your dream life, that you'll be able to do something that lights you up and brings soul satisfaction, that you don't have to settle. You don't have to play small. You don't have to sell yourself out to be someone you're not. You can be yourself. And it's all coming together for you. Yeah. Toad Spirit. But we got to take that leap of faith. Jump in fearlessly, knowing that every small step counts. Another typo. Towards. But every small step counts towards your ultimate success. And this is another thing with this card. The universe is saying, hey, you don't have to do it perfect. You don't have to do it perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. You can still be human and make mistakes and stumble and fall. It's okay. What matters most is that you're taking the steps, that you're staying the course, that you're not giving up, that you're continuing to show up for yourself, that you're continuing to be kind and loving and respectful for yourself, that you're continuing to try, that you're continuing to open the door, to trust, to take leaps of faith, to try new things. Even if you don't know how it's ultimately going to play out, just do your best and you will be able to be just fine. You will bring in that magic. You will bring in those miracles. You will bring in those blessings. Even if you do typos. Be okay with that. Nobody's perfect. We're all human. We're all flawed. We have areas of weakness and areas for growth. But we also have strengths. And we are the work in progress and the masterpiece at the same time. So it's okay. It's okay. Don't let potential failures or mistakes hold you back. Keep going. We have Imagination, Green Fairy. Explore the mysterious allure of creativity and embrace your inner uniqueness. That's the thing. The universe wants you to tap into your potential. It doesn't want you to hold yourself back. It doesn't want you to get tripped up by limiting beliefs and negative narratives and be like, oh, it's impossible. No. The word impossible literally says I'm possible. Use your imagination. Enter the magic. Open the door. Take that leap of faith. Let in those, superpowered miracles. Have your soul satisfaction. Be kind to yourself. Be open. Be receptive. Because the universe is working things out for you. even if it doesn't look like it yet. And the main thing that it's important for us to do right now is honor thyself. Honor yourself. Don't sell yourself short. Don't belittle yourself. Don't invalidate yourself. Don't be like, oh, well, obviously I just need to, I'm worth chump change. No. If you want to use that opportunity to get your foot in the door somewhere and build something up, sure, you can do that temporarily, but you're worth so much more. Honor yourself. Be kind to yourself. Schedule yourself in. Do what makes you purely in your heart and soul satisfied. Honor your uniqueness. Honor yourself, because you don't need to be anyone else. You really don't. Yeah, at the end of the day, you'll find what you seek. You'll find what you seek. Even if you don't see it now, even if you don't know how you'll get there, even if you don't have all the answers, and you're feeling lost, you will find what you seek. So don't stop looking. Don't stop searching. Don't stop trying to prioritize your peace of mind, your joy, your well-being. Prioritize what's most important to you and you will find it. Honor yourself. Yeah, you needn't worry. You needn't worry. You don't need to buy into the fear of false evidence appearing real. You don't need to buy into the doubt, the insecurity, the worry, the anxiety, the stress. You don't need to buy into that. The universe is literally working magic and miracles on your behalf. Don't worry. Focus on what's most important to you. Live in the now, seize the moment, be kind to yourself, and make the most of what you have right now, knowing that bigger and better and brighter days are coming. The universe is having it all work out on your behalf, even if you don't know how it's gonna come. And the universe wants you to know you have what it takes. You will go the distance if you stay the course. So don't give up. If you have to take a break, if you have to rest, if you have to take things slow, that's okay. Allow yourself to be human. Be kind to yourself. Schedule yourself in to tend to your needs, to have self-care. And then on days where you have more energy, that you feel like you can go further and farther and harder, go for it. But you have what it takes. There's no need to rush or worry. It's gonna work out for you. It's gonna work out for you. And the frog comes in again. Frog purging. Yeah, this is what the universe is saying. You need to purge. You need to clear to clutter. You need to let go. You need to uncord those unhealthy relationships. Whether that be with people, places, or things. You need to let it go. You need to purge so you can make room for all this magic and miracles. And it can be easier said than done. But trust that it's working out for you, dear. Trust the universe. It has your back. It can work magic, miracles, and blessings in your favor. Even if people are, trying to do all these smear campaigns and they're trying to sabotage you and backstab you and betray you, do all this nastiness. Don't worry about it. Trust that it'll all work out because the universe is on it. It's on the case. It has your back. And hand it over to the divine. Hand it over to God. Hand it over to the angels. Hand it over to the universe. Whatever you want to label it as, hand it over to them because they've got it covered. They've handled it already. It's done. I get why, as humans and our human emotions, having our human experience, that we will want justice, that we will want vengeance. I get it because I've been done some horrible wrongs. I could go into it all, but I'm not one that wants to weigh down my heart and soul with all this nastiness, all this vengeance, and it's like a poison. And so, when my one ex came out that he was cheating on me, I just let it go. I'm like, you know what? That's between you and your maker. I'm not going to continue this and all that. But then it turned out that he was sleeping in a car next to a toilet. And he was just having these sob stories. I'm like, well, I didn't have to lift a finger. you reap what you have sown. You did a really poopy thing, and look what you're sleeping by in your car. And it's just like, I'm not going out here wishing ill on other people, but I'm like, okay, I see you, universe. You took care of it for me. Thanks. I appreciate it. And again, I'm not like looking for these things. It just comes to me. And like, that's happened with some of the toxic group too. And so she's like, you know what? I could try to, unleash quote unquote Pandora's box and all the screenshots I have of what you've done, but I'm like, no, I'm not going to go into that, because the universe is going to take care of it for me. I trust, and it may not happen now, but cat receptivity, I'm in the receptive mode. I'm in the receptive mode to receive my energy back to me, because the energy you put out into the world comes back to you. And so when other people are sending all this nastiness and disrespect and hurt and just toxicity your way, just know that it's going to be returned back to them. You don't have to dish out nastiness back to them, because then that's what you get in return. So get in the receptive mode. You will get your dues. You will reap what you have sown. You can be kind to yourself and clear that clutter. Because when we do all this, we're led to freedom. And the saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, pops up a lot. And it's just very true, because we can try to light the way for other people. We can try to teach them, to give them insights, to be like, hey, I will give you kindness and love and respect and support and all these good things. And then they go around on their old habits, their old toxic cycles. And they'll be nasty to you, and they'll project, and they'll belittle, and they'll manipulate, and deception, all these things. And it's just like, I tried. And that's why I was like, I'll give grace, I'll forgive, I will give chances. But it's like, when you keep doing me dirty, nah, I'm gonna free myself. I'm gonna free myself to live my best life, to have a life of peace, to have a life of love, to have a life of joy. And that doesn't necessarily mean every single moment's gonna be like that and everything's gonna be exactly the way I want. But overall, I'm gonna live a life I'm grateful for. I'm gonna live a life I'm satisfied with. One that, has magic and miracles and honors me and allows for kindness, and to prioritize myself instead of putting myself last all the time. And it will take clearing, it'll take purging, it'll take leaps of faith and opening the door to have magic and miracles come in. But we will be free. We will be free. But we gotta work for it. And yeah, club, someone will try to make you do something against your will. There will be these people that will try to coerce you, try to manipulate you, try to invalidate you, and, use emotional blackmail and use your empathy and your conscience against you. And, there will be these people. There will be these people who do the whole Darvo, deny, attack, and then what is it? Reverse victim and offender. They'll do that. They will cry victim. They will play like they were the one that was wronged. There's this term I came across that some people are using called cry bullies. That, they'll do all this nastiness to you. They'll disrespect you. They'll slander you. They'll manipulate you and all these things. And then if you have the tiniest amount of pushback or tiniest amount of calling out what they're doing, not even necessarily in a mean way, just being like, hey, you're doing this and I don't like it, they'll cry back to me like, how could you? You're so mean. It's like, there are going to be people who try. But this is why the universe is saying, hey, be kind to yourself, to clear, to clutter, to purge, to uncord your relationships, to let go. Because you don't need this in your life. It's not going to help you have that peace. It's not. You will be playing a different role. And if you've been the people pleaser, if you've been the doormat, if you've been, the peacekeeper and the mediator and, trying to put everyone else first and make sure everyone else is good, everyone else is happy. It's like, it's time to take off that hat. It's not your job. It's not your job. That's not your calling. Sure, be kind to other people. Sure, be loving and peaceful and respectful. But it's time for you to put on the role of putting yourself first by prioritizing your peace of mind and well-being, by doing things that actually satisfy you, by not selling yourself out, by not doing things against your will. It's time to do better for yourself. It's time for you to do better for yourself. Yeah, it's time for the wind chimes, the winds of change. It's time for peace and harmony. It's time for that to be your role, that is the foundation of your life. And if people, places, and things that you are associated with don't align with that, time to cut the cords, time to purge, time to clear the clutter. It's like, nothing against you. I wish you the best, but no more. You do not align. You do not resonate with peace and harmony. And I wish you all the best. But I've tried with you. It's like you've tried to help other people. You've tried to, get them to see the light. You've tried to help them grow. You've tried to help them heal. But if they do not want it, if they're not choosing it, it's not going to happen. So this is why the winds of change are coming in, saying, hey, you can be free. Hey, open the door. Hey, enter the magic. Hey, these miracles, this magic is all happening. Take the leap of faith. It's okay. Honor yourself. You'll find what you seek. If you seek peace and harmony, you're going to find it. You have what it takes. You don't need to worry about it. Hammock. Taking a vacation physically or mentally. Or it could just be a staycation. Or it could just be like taking breaks after dealing with a lot of chaos and drama and be like, you know what? Maybe it's a social detox, a social media detox, whatever it is, like prioritize your peace and harmony. Prioritize your peace of mind and your well-being, because health is wealth. And if all these things are draining you and, getting you to worry, getting you to get frustrated and anxious and angry and just like full of all this negativity, you don't need to keep subjecting yourself to it. You can be kind to yourself and let it go. You can set yourself free. And sometimes just taking that vacation is helpful for a reset, because it's hard when you're in the everyday grind of the normal. So that's what could be why the universe is saying, hey, take a break, take a vacation. Yeah, love. And this very much feels like, one, self-love. You are honoring yourself. You are being kind to yourself. You're scheduling yourself in, and you are loving yourself. You're like, no, I am worth it. No, I do love myself. No, I need to do better for myself. I need to, show up for myself every day. But it's also the love of the universe, because the universe has your back. It's wanting you to have this beautiful life. It's wanting you to trust it and say, hey, I got you. I will help this work out in the best light, the best way for you. And yeah, it wants you to shine like the star. You are a star. You will be the beacon that's an inspiration and lighting the way for other people. You are guaranteed success, which is why the universe wants you to take the leap of faith, wanting you to know that you'll find what you seek, wanting you to know that you have what it takes to honor yourself, to not worry. You are guaranteed success. You are going to shine so bright. You have what it takes. You will free yourself. You will live the life that you're looking for. Trust, it's all working out for you. Magic and miracles are happening on your behalf. So keep shining bright. And yeah, when you're surrounded by all these people who are not in that energy, who do not see things as you or believe the same with you, it's hard. But know that other people are out there. I'm always here if you need someone to listen. I will listen anytime you want. Feel free to reach out. I'm sending you all the best. I'm sending you so much love. Please take care, and I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.